Alrighty guys, today we're doing an oil change on my 99 Toyota Corolla, which has just crossed 254,000 miles. Using the good old SuperTech Wally World oil and a genuine Toyota filter down there. But it's been just over 4,000 miles since the last change, and I added a bottle of the entire bottle, which you're not supposed to do, of SEAFOAM to the oil to try to flush this thing out a bit, because with the mileage it hasn't had the best maintenance history. It was a rental for almost 20 years, believe it or not, according to Carfax. And as you can see in there, we got some nastiness, and underneath the oil cap we also have some nastiness. So I've been gently trying to clean this engine up a little bit, but for what it is, it runs good enough. And it was $1,000, so I can't complain if it blows up next month. But let's go ahead and get this underway, get crawled under here, get the wrench out that we need. I don't remember what size drain plug this is. We'll try it 14 and 15. So give me 2 seconds while I get underneath the car. Yeah, under the car. And there's the filter, which is very small and also tight enough I can't get it off my hand. And there's the drain plug, which is a 14 millimeter. Also, admire what kind of shape this car is in for being in a salt state for the last couple of years. It was a South Carolina car, but she's in pretty good shape underneath for the mileage. All the guards are still intact. I'm kind of impressed. But yeah, the filter's not tight enough that I don't think I can loosen it by hand, sadly, which means somebody ugga-dugged it on there. And I think I need 2 hands to not make a mess with this. So alright, oil filter is now just barely hand tight. Make sure this drain plug is going to catch everything. It is not catching everything. Also, that is some black oil for as little miles as it has on it. So I guess that SEAFOAM really did clean things out, because that is some nasty oil. There's just over 3,000 miles on the oil. Not much at all. And I forgot to bring my shop towels with me, so that sucks. And double check, make sure the gasket came off with the filter, which it did. You can definitely see some varnish up in there. This is the filter itself. Like I said, that oil is pretty nasty for just 3,066 miles. But I guess I've seen worse. We'll go ahead, get this other filter unboxed. It's a genuine Toyota filter, because it was just about the same price as the non-Toyota filters, so I figured what the heck. The nice thing about genuine Toyota filters is once you take the gasket cover off, it comes pre-greased, so you don't have to rub oil around the filter. Spin that on. And hand tight. You don't need ugga-duggas Just go until you can't hand tighten anymore. And that should be plenty right there. Oh yeah, look how black that is. That is only with 3,000 miles on it. And it looks like that. That SEAFOAM really did some serious cleaning. It looks like diesel oil. Let that finish draining. That is some nasty oil. This thing is going to need some short intervals for a while. I have some Liqui-Moly engine flush in the car. They plan on doing the next oil change. So we're definitely going to have to run that because this is gross. Alright, drain plug's back in. Everything's wiped down. Did end up making a little bit of a mess on the ground here because this is tilted this way when it was about to overflow. It did actually overflow. But now let's go up top and refill it with oil. Alright, so funnel's there. Oil's here. Around here we only use the finest of synthetic lubricants from Walmart. I don't know if I can pour this and hold the funnel at the same time. It might not stay where it's supposed to stay. So I have to pour it slowly because the baffle there allows the oil to go up the baffle and out the top of the engine and then down the side of it. Nice, clean engine oil. Spec is 3.9 quarts, so we're going to go a bit above that because she has 252,000 miles and tends to burn oil. I'm going to continue pouring this because it's very difficult with one hand. 1 second. Alright, well, we accidentally did 4.5. There's a half quart left in there, give or take, but the filter should take about 1/4 quart, and I don't mind if it's nearly 1 quart over full because it burns 1 quart per 1,000 miles at least before this flush. So let's fire it up. Alright, let's wait for oil pressure. That primed up nice and fast. And let's go check for leaks. Without the flush in there, it sounds quite good. Not leaking underneath. Let's back her down and check the level. Alright. Backed away. And shut her down. Okay. Now we can check the level. And I could wipe up the oil I just got all over this. That will forever smell like engine oil now. Give her a yank. Cleared the dipstick before put the new oil in, but let me wipe it. And we can re-stick it. Yeah, get in the hole. There you go. And it's very hard to see, but it's just above the top mark. So me overfilling it was actually right on the money. And if you can see that, it's just barely above the top crosshatch, or top mark. So that's perfect. That's right where it needs to be. It's nice and clean. Probably the cleanest I've seen the oil after a run. So the SEAFOAM definitely cleaned out some varnish. Probably not so much carbon, but definitely varnish. That was the blackest 3,000 mile oil I've seen in a while. So there you go, guys. It was an oil change on a 252,000 mile Toyota Corolla.